Let's go see Dr. Helix then. We're gonna need new monsters soon anyway. We need another area. Perhaps Dr. Helix can send us on our merry way. Dodge all this stuff. We fought all this already. We have all these. Popping out of the damn ground like daisies. The good doctor.
Oh.
I'm in a rather pickle, so we must find someone to run this errand for me. I am Dr. Helix, world-renowned researcher of magic. What brings you here? Well, you see...
Whoa! Check it out! It's really him! Dr. Helix. Do my ears deceive me? The long-lost second son returns. You're here to learn about the secret of evolution, I presume.
Yep. That's it.
Oh, no, I'm not psychic. Armin has told me all about you. The secret of evolution is a lost occult mechanism. One which I am attempting to bring back.
Okay.
As legend has it, one who wields it is transformed in appearance and granted unimaginable powers.
Okay.
Should one wish to fully become a monster, that too would be possible. If one were to surrender one's humanity. However, unlocking the secret of evolution requires immense magic and, a millennium of
So what's really
practice.
funny about this guy particularly researching that is this is Draco Lord from Dragon Warrior 1. In Dragon Warrior 2, he becomes Draco Lord 2, which is where he turns into a dragon and becomes a full-fledged monster. He's just a guy otherwise.
A millennium? But
His
I'll be an
second
old
form
man
is he
by then.
becomes it and has that actual ability. It's really fucking cool.
Worry not. If one were to possess some sands of time, why, millennia might pass in mere moments. But the pentaractic crystal required to make them can only be found in the gleaming grotto of the Circle of Caprice. Now, my boy, would you be willing to travel there and retrieve a piece of pentaractic crystal?
Fuck yeah. No.
That is your prerogative. However, I would strongly advise that you reconsider. So, will you retrieve the pentaractic crystal?
Okay, since you won't take no for an answer, I just wanted to see what he would say.
Wise answer indeed. Now, you will be needing this.
It's another crystal. Ba-da-ba-doom. Indigo
That will
Travelate.
grant you access to 3 more of Nadiria's realms.
Oh.
Farewell, and
3
fair
more?
fortune.
It seems this pentaractic crystal is the key to understanding the secret of evolution. We should probably head to the Circle of Caprice and find the gleaming grotto.
Okay. Before you depart, we should exchange our helipad contact details. Would you mind?
But how?
You don't possess a helipad, you say? In this day and age, well, it just so happens I have a spare lying around. Specs acquires a helipad.
Take care.
That, my boy, is a magical device that will enable us to stay in touch anytime, any place. If it rings, pick it up. Oh. We don't have to keep running back here then, I guess. Does it just work as a item that exists then? Convenient communications contraption conceived by Dr. Helix himself. It seems everyone has one these days.
Take care.
Oh, okay. Is there anything else in his laboratory we can swipe? No, we got the treasure here already before. Alright, let's go dump the travel light off. So I wonder if we can fight the tree dragon. Probably not, because I've been getting fucked up by these big guys for a while here now, but I want to see. Can we fight the lumbering lizard? Ow. Okay, accuracy down. Missed on the paralysis. Big damage. See what that does. Missed. It buffs up just in case. Just in case it actually lands a hit, so we're not dying to it. There's poison. Dragon Slash did 1 damage. Buff yourself. See if we can't get a second stack of poison on him. Go back to Frizzles. You know, that did a ton of damage. Buff Gaunt. Ooh. Yeah, buffing with Craggle coming up. Oh, 68 damage on the poison. Holy shit. I might actually make it through this one. Okay, poison's stacking up pretty hard now. I might beat the lumbering lizard. Might actually beat the lumbering lizard. Let's... Cast a Sizzle. Confusion attack, Frizzle, and then let's flashbang him again just to be safe. Oh, that hurt. Oh, he's got 136 damage of poison. Holy shit. Oh, that's not good. That missed. Okay. Set some orders here. Mid heal. Make sure poison is up. Frizzle. Try and get another Dazzle Flash. Use one of these. Just so nobody dies. Oh, shit. Well, this was going well and really isn't anymore. This was going well and it's really not anymore.
Here.
Gaunt got a frenzied state. Poison's refreshed. Okay, good, good. 32 damage. Big damage from Gaunt. Big damage from Gaunt. If we can't stun him down. Go the Frizzle again. Use another one of those armor suckos to keep everybody up. He's craggling. He's craggling. GG? We beat him? Big EXP. Everybody just got pushed to level 9. That +8 defense. Let's get everybody up here. What are we getting here? Kill an enemy instantly. Take attack booster. Crank attack booster for now. Iron Waifu. Let's put points into getting closer to Crackle. And Kermie, please, we were going down Zam Aficionado, I think? Yeah. Oh, I'm surprised that was just a win the battle, actually. I really thought it was going to get up and join our party after that. Huh. I wonder what it takes to show a force that, then. Still, W's a W. Big EXP. Very worth. Get back to the tower. Well, now that we know how that works, at least we know we can fight them and win. I just don't know how to tame them. Alright, I don't know how that works then. Still, W is a W. Monsters have been fully healed. Alright, next crystal, please. Turn to Rose Hill. You have reached Rose Hill. Place the Travelite. This opens up 3 new areas for having this one. Oh. We're barely at the halfway point of the game then. So let's go here. I think this is the one we gotta go to. Going to question mark, question mark, question mark, and question mark, question mark, question mark. Three new areas. Holy crap. Arrive at the new circle of Nadria. Okay. Or Nadiria. I can't pronounce things. We should know this by now, chat.
Please.
Feeling rather uneasy as of late. What'd she say?
Please.
Why are we feeling uneasy all of a sudden? What's about to happen? Something bad's about to happen, isn't it? That's cryptic foreshadowing if I ever saw it. You're right in the monster's backyard. Be careful. Oh, is this? Did we go to the right place? None of them are labeled. It's Dragon Quest 1 song. It's the Dragon Quest 1 overworld theme even.
Goodness. Look at the size of this lake.
Ah, I love this game.
Like an ocean.
This is my game of the year. This is game of the year 2023 for me. Love this. This took #1 already.
Strange and bewitching loot. But let's focus on getting that pentaractic crystal for the good doctor. We just need to find the gleaming grotto.
Yep.
Now, my gut instinct is telling me... Let me see. Aha! We need to go that way.
Okay.
Oh man, this is gonna be so great. Come on, let's bag us that crystal.
Hoyland's starting to not be a douchebag. He's starting to grow on me. Oh, we got slimes. We got the little pig, the pig wizard, or the pig shaman. The sham hat witch.
Yeah.
And we have regular slimes again. Interesting. Another area to get them. So we've got Sham Hat Witch. The cute piggy. What do you know? Ooh. Shallow Breather's pretty solid. Send you to the depot. Is there anything back by the tower? Since it pulled us all the way over here, is there like chests or loot? Pottery to shatter, perhaps? It don't look like it. What do our monster locales look like? Ooh, we can finally get the snail monster, or the snail slime. That's a new unlock. We haven't gotten this one yet. Snail slime? That's definitely new. Couple returning favorites. Boorish beasts who set out on journeys of personal discovery in order to overcome their cowardice. Though they still hide behind their broad brims of their beloved headwear, they have become far less timid. So there's a pretty solid amount of new stuff to collect here. Wonder what new and engaging encounters we'll find here. Gone. Welcome, welcome. We've made it to the new areas. That seahorse just jumped. The Briny Bronco. Interesting. We won up to E rank in both tournaments, so now we have the new area. We also met the Draco Lord, and he's learning what causes his evolution to Draco Lord 2 in Dragon Warrior Monsters 2, or Dragon Warrior 2 rather. And now the area we made it to has the overworld theme of Tantagle in Dragon Warrior 1, which is very, very nostalgic. I'm enjoying this quite a bit now. The Slime Dream team is also still undefeated. I also beat the the researcher's Draco Lord. He's the big boss of the first game, like the very first Dragon Warrior game. And then he returns as the big boss in the second game with a new form. He becomes like a dragon form. That's what the evolution thing he's talking about is. Very good throwbacks. Very good throwbacks and callbacks. Ah, enemy angered. Okay, the stuff here is actually kind of tough. Power creep's going up a bit. Here's the thing about the Pro Tag here being another Dragon Quest game. Do you know about that one? I mean, he looks similar to the main protagonist of Dragon Quest 11, with like a different, like a palette swap almost. But I also didn't play 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I don't know for sure if he shows up in one of those ones, because I didn't play him. Those were all on PlayStation. Well, 4 wasn't apparently, but 5, 6, 7, and 8 were all on PlayStation. Enjoy your nap, Stingray. You became a Dark Slime King if you're curious. You're this guy. All about debuffs and damage. Yeah, so that might be true, but I don't know. I couldn't say for sure. I don't know. I think the only time one of the protagonists from the Dragon Quest games, or the Monsters games that I know of, shows up Terry shows up from Dragon Warrior Monsters 1 in one of the Heroes games, one of the 2 Muso games. Yeah, the Monsters games are really cool about going back and visiting all the previous games. So like Dragon Warrior Monsters 1, you go back and the monsters you're going back and recollecting that disappeared. Yeah, there's the slide emote I made last night. The monsters you're going back and retaming for the king after they escaped, so that you can compete in the tournaments, are all boss monsters from Dragon Warrior 1, 2, and 3. Which is really cool. I think it's actually Dragon Warrior 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're all monsters that show up as bosses in those games, and those are the bosses of the areas. And then at the end of the Traveler's Gates, you fight them in an area that's from one of those games. So that I kind of want to play Dragon Warrior 4 at some point so I can understand what those areas were, because I recognize the ones from 1, 2, and 3, but I don't recognize the ones from 4 because I never played it. But I should be able to find a ROM, I'd imagine. But yeah, the Monsters games have always done fun callbacks like that, where they kind of tie into being another world, but being still part of the storylines of the games. So like, I know I remember mentioning, it was mentioned that the boss monsters from like the big bosses for 11 are going to be in this game. So like they'll be tameable monsters. Because like Dragon Warrior 2, Monsters 2 had a unique Demon Lord that was added. But you could get like Zoma, the big boss that's like he's the one that his battle with Erdrick is what caused the whole storyline of the Eternal Hero. So like with enough work and effort, you can actually get Zoma as a monster on your team in Dragon Warrior Monsters 2, which is really cool. I think you can technically do it in Dragon Warrior 1, but I only ever did it in 2. But like all the Demon Lords, like all the big bosses are tameable monsters in these games usually. That's what the Crown family probably is at the very bottom of the monster list. We haven't seen any of them yet. The only one I think I can say for sure we've seen is the guy we're working with for the story is Dr. Helix is Draco Lord. Magic Pop. What is that? Oh, that's Mega Magic from... That used to be called Mega Magic. Yeah, they're all monsters after all, yeah, so you can tame all of them. The Demon Lords kind of dance that line where they're more like... Those are actually like wizards and like... Evil bad guys and shit. Yeah, the double helix, the Dr. Helix being a double helix, like a DNA strand being part of the evolution thing. It all fucking ties together. They know what they're doing with this shit. They know exactly what they're doing. They know what they're about. They know what they're about. Holy shit, Gaunt doesn't one-shot people anymore. That's the thing. The zone steps up a bit. I've also realized how powerful Hori's flashbang ability is. Yeah, we're in the training arc now. Now we gotta get back to the training arc. Training arc. We gotta do the training arc to go back to the tournament arc. And then after the tournament arc, then we gotta do the big bad arc. We gotta fight the big boss. And then it's probably more training arc and more tournament arc. It's a game with Toriyama's art in it. Like, we know what this is gonna be. You kind of you know what to expect going in. Briny Bronco's taking some fucking damage here. The story does start off a little pants on head, but it's starting to come together on its own and like be a little bit more. It's cohesive enough without being like overly wordy, and I kind of like that actually. I'm actually pretty down. Dude, everybody's level 10. We can find out what they can turn into. Yeah, we were one round and everything yesterday. Today, not so much. Oh, we got the Briny Bronco. Oh yeah, we want to join your team. Level 10 means we can synthesize new monsters. I don't know what we can get from it, but we can get stuff. Aquapothecary. That's not bad at all, actually. It's got a pretty solid set of skills to it. Send you back. I haven't been looking at what level stuff is here. Yeah, the overworld music is literally Dragon Quest 1. Big vibes, big vibes. This was actually, Dragon Quest 1 was one of the first non-MMO games I streamed. I beat it in 6.5 hours blind, because I had never actually finished the game. But I kind of just trucked through it, which is really nice. I'd like to go back and do it again. Oh, the piggies. I think those are lips. I don't think those are kisser. No, we can cross this. Okay. Is it really that short? It actually is. For an NES game and being like the first like major RPG that came out like that. Yeah, it's not very long. I kind of had a little bit of an idea because I've gotten close, but for the most part, I figured out most of it all kind of just on my own without a guide. Like, that was all guideless, so I might have just gotten really lucky with how I did it. But I think max level in that game is only like level 20. It's definitely not as expansive as like Dragon Warrior. Like, Dragon Warrior 2 takes place in the same world, but instead of being one continent, there's a whole entire area. It's a much, much bigger game. And then Dragon Warrior 3 is also on the NES, and that takes place in an entire other full world that's probably like 20-30 hours long, and then goes back in the second half of the game to that first world that's still another 30 to 40 hours of gameplay, and then there's a final area you go to deal with the big boss. Like, those were NES games. It's crazy. We got the... These are all level 18 monsters here. Holy shit. Yeah, this was back when Enix was just Enix. This was before they had joined with Square. And their joining is what really kind of like ramped up both franchises becoming much bigger than what they were. Because Dragon Quest was much bigger back in the day. It still is a much bigger franchise in Japan than it is in the West. Yeah, now we know why this is being so tough here. Everything's a little strong. Alright, let's go back to the tower. Yeah, that's why the people in Japan are like super pogged up over Dragon Quest stuff. But then over here, people are super pogged up about Final Fantasy. Because for whatever reason, like Final Fantasy VII just stuck with people better than all the Dragon Quest titles and all the previous Final Fantasies even. I don't really know why. Like I really don't understand it because Final Fantasy VII is a pants-on-head fucking story. It throws out the good part of the story halfway through the game. So I really don't get what made it like this defining factor of the RPG. Like, I truly don't understand it myself. 3D graphics. There were so many other games that had 3D graphics then. That's what confuses me. There's so many other games that had 3D graphics. But did you see that motorcycle scene? I don't know, man. It just didn't do it for me back then, I guess. But we can get all kinds of, like, new shit here. I don't know, I definitely wasn't a fan of... Oh, I figured you're joking. The bat chest kind of gave that away. A Lump Shaman. Lump Wizard has an upgrade version. I think really what for me is I didn't like the transition to 3D for RPGs. Like I was still very much, I much preferred the Enix look of Dragon Warrior 1, 2, and 3, and I really didn't like the 3D full controls. It wasn't until very, very much later that I liked games. Like how this plays, I would have hated years ago. But today I actually like enjoy it a bit more. Whereas, like I said, I would have really hated this prior. It didn't land with me with the way it played. I don't think it was until Pokemon Coliseum that I was actually like, okay, I'm kind of okay with these 3D style games. I really just didn't care for them. They were just weird to me. A lot of the graphics just seemed very odd. They didn't look good. I really wasn't about it. You can breed the lumbering lizard. Ooh. I think we should do that. That might be a good idea. Let's take the lumbering lizard. Let's take the lumbering lizard. The breedable lizard, yep. Like, blowy slasher, I think. Attack booster. Take poison preventer, because we know that this thing's weak to poison. So if we want this to be good, we'll have that. There we go. We got the thing we just killed. Lumbering lizard. So that was pretty neat. Yeah, it turned out that big monster, we couldn't tame it. I figured it would tame after we beat it. I beat it, and it was just worth a shitload of experience. Alright, can the Cure Slime be made into its better form yet? Does not look like it. So whatever we need to do that, I don't have yet. Yeah, nothing new here. I don't think we have anything new. Yeah, the wild slime. It used to be called a fang slime once upon a time. Now it's called a wild slime, I guess. I don't know what changed a lot of the names through the years. I don't know if it was changes in localization or if it was the ability to have bigger characters. Because back in Dragon Warrior 1 and Dragon Warrior Monsters 1, I think Dragon Warrior 2 also had this. Characters could only have 4-letter names. I think Dragon Warrior 3 was also 4-letter names. But then Dragon Warrior Monsters 2, you could have 5-letter names for the monsters when you tamed them. This is the first time I've seen this in Dragon Quest 11. And then Dragon Quest 9, I think, had a 10-character limit. But this is a 16-character limit, and the game's never had that before for names. Let's go for only things I haven't scouted before, just to see what's new. Okay, so nothing particularly exciting. There's a couple new things here, but nothing... There's Skeleton Soldier. Iron Waifu and Kermie Please become the stronger skeleton. Interesting.
Come again.
Alright, so let's put away our extra monsters here so we have space for new things. It's a shame that we haven't seen too much. I was hoping that getting these guys up would get some new unlocks, but it doesn't look like it. Maybe the Lumbering Dragon will get us, or the Lumbering Lizard's gonna get us something new here. Maybe that'll open up a new path.
Ta very much.
Perhaps a new path will open.